Hey man, this is Glazier 101 and you with Isaiah. You can follow me at Dino_Mac649 on Instagram. You can follow me at Tuner649 on Twitch. Alright, so check this, listen. I'm gonna make this video quick. I did it multiple times. I had good videos, had bad videos. My boy Road Dogg, I'm shouting you out. Didn't forget. You called me on one of them. I got it. I might put it in my bloopers. I get it. I get it. Can't do what I want in my video, guys. Sorry. Listen, anyway. I've been a glazer, you know what I'm saying? And I love it. So I'm gonna let you know what I be doing and using at my job and all that. And I'm gonna post, man. Every day I'm out there, I'm gonna post. It's a lack of glazer videos out there. I looked at, stuff on the internet about the growth of glazers. They said within like 3-4 years, only 6,000 more glazers. That's not a lot, you know what I'm saying? But for the people that might enter the field for that 6,000, if I get that 6,000 views, why not? If I get them old views, why not? You know what I'm saying? I'm just a young apprentice out here. I'm with the union, local 1940. I mean, I ain't gonna speak bad. I ain't gonna speak positive on them. I'm just gonna say they helped me make connections and people I didn't think I would meet. My long story short, my number one tool on the list, the bucket. I got this for free from a dude because he didn't see the value in it, okay? To him, it's just a bucket for $5. To me, this is used in 3 ways. My number one way, I'm unorganized. If I gotta get all these in here, and be at the job by 7 when I'm in the parking lot at 6:58, 6:55, that's the best way to do it, man. Not that rolling book bag, not carrying it on the belt. Let me tell you something. A tool belt will wear you down. I don't give a fuck. Unless you're doing heavy construction, you in the machine doing drills back to back to back, no tool belt. If you ain't drilling back to back to back, no tool belt, because bro, that's gonna mess your back up. I'm just gonna keep it real. Having that thing hold you down, plus your pants, that's just some one-on-one. But so yeah, the bucket. Number one, like I just told you, I'm unorganized. I can shove my shit in there quick. Number 2, if I need to stabilize something, if I need a quick step ladder, basically if I need to put anything on top of it, if that includes me standing or any of that, and that leads to number 3 also, to sit down. If I need to put my butt on there, which they don't want you doing at the job, but hey man, I got a bucket, I can. So, if you gotta sit down, take a little nap on the job. No, I'm joking. Alright, I'm gonna go through what I got in this bucket real quick before I go through my tools, because I know my tools is gonna take a long tangent. I can't talk too much, you don't wanna hear. But, let's start off with number 1, okay? On one of my shorts, I'm gonna be showing you this. This is rubber. Right now, this is rubber. I'm gonna let them see it up close. You see it? The arrows. Listen. Look at, I just like that. That's pretty cool. I don't care the fact that, but anyway. This is Glazier. That starts with a K. Kawneer. Glazier. I thought it was like Conyer, like hair, Conair. I was wrong. Glazier. You know what I'm saying? I thought it was called, but Glazier. Anyway, make a long story short, this is a Glazier not prototype. It's a Glazier frame, so I got Glazier rubber. Make a long story short, most rubber do look like this. Some rubber harder than others. I would say this one is pretty stupid because the stops are pretty close to the goddamn glass, but it is what it is. I'm gonna show y'all videos on that, but it's rubber, okay? Vinyl, another word for it, fancy word for it I won't be using. This right here, if you like speeding through work, if you make a lot of mistakes, if the person that brought your material is a jackass, this fixes it all, okay? This black Sharpie, black frames, I just don't want to use words, but this is the black frame dream. You get what I'm saying? You make that nick, damn it. You got your do-all on it, trying to squeeze it into a tight opening. You scratch it, damn it. You go over it. Keep it pushing. You gotta have it on you. Just like, especially apprentice. This right here, this saves lives, man. I got a lot of things I plan on doing. Can't speak on it because you don't know how big this ever get. But I had this tape way before I started glazing. I don't know where the fuck this shit came from. But I appreciate it, and I can use it for glazing. Okay. One more thing. These bad boys, look. These are shims. It's shims that come color-coded. But I like these shims. Now listen, a real glazer would probably like the color-coded ones. I don't like the color-coded ones. I like these for multiple reasons. My number one reason is it's just a cool design. It comes with a long little stick thing you got to tear off at the end. So it basically comes in like 16. It's supposed to come in 16 of 16. So an inch of shims, and you take off 1/16, 2/16, 2/16 is 1/8, 3/16 is 3/16, 4/16 is 1/4, 5/16 is 5/16, and so on. I can keep going, but what's the point? You guys ain't, you know what I'm saying? So this right here is 3/16 because it's 3 of them. So I mean, I can put it under my goddamn screw for my seal pin. I put it on the top of my shim plate. I can put it on the side to fix my square. And I was showing the square in the video, so I'm gonna have to do that all over again. Make a long story short, which I say a lot, guys. This is shim plates, man. So I like these. They're special. And also another thing is if my seal pan has brake metal under it. So basically I put it under my seal pan, but if brake metal is under this. So let's say if I'm trying to put it under my seal pan and my brake metal keep in, so it'd be like this. Let's say like this, just like this. And the way it would work is the other two would just slide over. It would just, the other two, whatever could get over my brake metal, it would just slide over. So if I wanted to do that and keep it even, what I would do is I would take the bottom two, whichever getting caught. Let's just say the bottom one getting caught. I would take those two off. So then when it meet my seal pan, it go over a little bit more. Yeah, I hope y'all, you get what I'm saying? It go over a little bit more. And it get caught, but it still get over my brake metal. It go over the brake metal, not seal pan. It go under the seal pan. To make a long story short, this is my brake metal. I broke the shim off. Your seal pan will go on top. You want your seal pan level. You want your seal pan level. You use that with a tool I'm about to bring up. But I'm not gonna really get into the seal pan. Let me stay on the tool. I don't want to get into the seal pans. But anyway, listen. Each one of these is 1/16. Pretty simple. They should come into 16/16. Check. All right, number one. You're gonna need a drill, man. Y'all see that? Y'all see that? That's not normal. That's a Walmart drill. Anyway, make a long story short, this Walmart drill good for basic unscrewing and screwing. The type of bits you're gonna need for this, if we talking about drill bit, 7/32, 5/8, 5/8, really the 8s. I would say the 8s, honestly, from what I've been seeing, the 8s. You need a countersink. Not all the time. I've seen people just use a bigger drill bit over, like if I'm using, let's say, a 7/32, I go over that with like I go over it with like, this is dramatic, but I just know I'm right. All right, so listen, if I'm going, let's say if I do a 7/32 for a small hole, right? Instead of me countersinking it, which I'll explain in a future video, I could just go over it with a 5/8, which nobody would do, but basically just opening the top of the hole a little bit bigger while it's still tight after that. So that's all the countersink do, make the screw sit down. Certain screws go for a countersink. You can use other screws, but it won't work as good as a countersink screw. So this is my Walmart drill. I really use it for home. 1 hour battery life, something like that. I'm not sure. It worked pretty decent. You know, people at the job make fun of me because I got so much torque. Man, fuck you, okay? These settings do work, but I will tell you off experience, this, if I try to like just basically drill out a drill with this, not a drill, but a screw, if I try to drill out a screw, it'll start bumping. Like it will really just jump off there, even with pressure, because it got that little hammer mode. But if I put it through this, it just glides it right out. And I put the torque down when I was using that work. It's not that high anyway, but I put it down to make it easier to I hope y'all can see that difference. But I put the torque down to make it easier to screw out. So this is just good when, basically because I don't have a 2-battery Milwaukee. Two batteries from Milwaukee. I said 2 batteries Milwaukee, but you get it. All right, so I'm gonna put this in. This is just my, not even my second including. Let's get to the bad boy, y'all. Somebody gave this to me when I first started glazing, and basically they I guess nephew, I don't know what it is. Basically somebody in law fired me, didn't pay me my money, kind of fucked me over, but he led me to all this glass. So I guess in the end I gotta thank, you know, even the people that do you wrong. That's crazy. But I'm a Milwaukee fan because of that shit. You know, I like the way the tools run. I like it all. The M18, I use this all today, man. Look at that battery. I use that all today. You see the difference in that? I mean, like, come on. Anyway, there's better ones than this. This is my personal one. I like it. The type of drill bits you're gonna need are drill tips, like the type of Phillips head is number 2, number 3. You might need a T25. You might need a T25. That's a star bit, basically. The 25 is like, I guess, 25 millimeters. I'm not exactly sure of the width. I'm not sure. I think it's 25, like how long the actual star bit is. You know, not bit. It's the star screw is. I might be wrong. Road Dogg, let me know in the comments. Hey, this is my bad boy. I just love it, okay? And I only got one battery, so check this. This other drill with this dude, come on, I mean, y'all already know this is a bad boy. This is a hammer drill. I'm gonna go through concrete with this one day. Like, when I get some real bread, I'm gonna just say, fuck it. This is my hammer drill. I don't have a hammer drill yet, but this is gonna be you need a hammer drill. I don't have a hammer drill, but this could get the job done if I really need to do about what? If I had my own job, like, I'm making, like, you know, my own money on the job, I would bust this out. I use it all day. I just break it, honestly, if it came down to using concrete, because I would get my money back. But working for a company hourly, I don't need to bust this out. You know what I'm saying? This is really just, I just got, I had to put all these clips on personally, man. I know I shouldn't bring that up, but it just means so much to me. I don't know. Once again, look at that bucket. Universal, baby. Okay. So basically, you're seeing those two. You need a number 3 and number 2 Phillips, a T25 sometimes, star bit. A drill bit looks like this. This is 7/32 right here. I got hella 7/32. And you would know by right here. I don't have it on it. Oh, do I do? You ain't gonna see that shit. But if you want to put it on there, basically 7/32. I use a drill bit. I got this little cheap ass Roby set, man. I got this cheap Roby set, but I love this attachment. I basically love this, man. If you're working around expensive stuff and you don't want to scratch the material, or you know your drill can jump off from the intended target, you put that right over your drill. You put that right over your screw. I mean, like, that's self-explanatory. My screw right there, I mean, my bit right there, I put a screw on it and it just go over it and it kind of guides it down and it will push in as I drill in. I love it. It's better versions, but I mean, for me to pay $15 for all this bullshit and then get this, I mean, yo, I'm in heaven. I mean, so these come with a couple. I mean, we can look at these real quick. Look, like, off my knowledge, put it over top. Off my knowledge, this is a 1. This is a 2. This is a 2. I mean, this is a 3. This just look a little bit wider. I might be tripping. This. Let me see. I think this is a 3 right here. This third one is a 3. Let me see. Nope, I was wrong. It's a 2. So it's a 2, just like the one next to it. So I was wrong about that. The 3 right here, though, definitely this wide one, because it's just extra wide, which I should have seen. But yep, it's 3. So I got hella 2s. These are T25s right here. What I was talking about earlier. Bam, right on the dot. T25. That's just a star. You need some nut runners. You need 3/8, 5/16. That's pretty much it. I'm gonna go to these other tools real quick. I'm gonna have videos of me on the job site and stuff. You know, it's not all this. I just want to get back to posting. You know, I gotta post. It don't matter if this stuff is not the best content or the worst. As long as I perfect my craft and get better, you know, everything will fall in line. And I know that. So whether it's YouTube or just my trade. So this is my beat up mallet, man. Somebody told me if I busted, beads would come out. I drilled holes into it on my birthday. No beads came out. Not excited. Let me tell you something. I'm a big Milwaukee fan, but these Bosch bits, zoom in on my face, baby. These Bosch bits, they're the truth. They're the fucking truth. They're the fucking truth, man. Let me tell you something. The old heads would beat my ass if I pulled this out. But hey, for you young dudes, this is where I'm at with it. I got the dummy tape measure. Now, obviously, I kind of read out, you know, the shim to y'all, so I think you guys know I kind of know my tape measure. I'm not as tight as I should be, but with this, I don't need to be. Now, let me tell you something. A big problem with this dummy tape measure, if I gotta, let's say, okay, let's just say this. Let's say, I just need this painting. I need this painting halfway from the top of that ceiling. I need this painting halfway from the top of the ceiling. Nothing to do with glass, just with this. So what I would do is I would start at the top. I would use the bucket, but I would start at the top, right? And basically, I would push down with my finger or whatever I could until I got half. So a half gap, I would say, is right there. I would have to mark the top of that. Now check this. This is the crazy part, though. Anything under an inch, so keep it right here. Anything under an inch is a problem because I don't have a wide mark tape measure. If y'all see, like right here is a long one. That's for an inch. The second longest is a half. The third longest is a fourth, if I'm not mistaken. The fourth longest is an eighth. Now look right here. They're all the same. Small lines and really, I'm not gonna lie, confuse it a little bit. I know the half at the bottom is 1 inch up top. But if you see that difference, it's like day, I know when you're trying to zoom in. It's like day and night. You see what I'm saying? Those small lines. So anything under an inch with a dummy tape measure would be hard to read accurately because you're using a dummy tape measure. But after that, I don't think you got that. No, right here, just get it right here. I don't think you got that problem nowhere else. I mean, you see what I'm saying? You don't got that problem nowhere else. They don't do 16th. They start at 8th. So, dummy tape measure, very accurate. You're gonna need this torpedo level to level your seal pan. I'll show you in future videos. But I just wanna get a rundown because I went this the first time. I wanna get this the second time. So look, basically right here, right? This is the key difference. This is not the same as this. And what I mean by that is, this is for diagonal. This is for flat, you know, like horizontal. Like if I wanted to see if my rim was straight, I put it up there, my rim. This right here can be used for 2. This is what I'm using when I do that. Both sides, this blew my mind. Right here, this is actually fucking level. You ain't gotta zoom in on this one. But this right here is level. And I use the same one, but I'm getting 2 different goddamn readings. On the inside, from the 90-degree angle, I am getting my square. Okay, I'm getting my square. From right here, I'm getting my plumb. Make sure everything plumb. Make sure it ain't all out. Make sure it's like level. Like honestly level. I mean, you level your seal pan at the bottom too, but it's a way to do that with the laser. I'm gonna show y'all in an upcoming video. That inside 90 degrees is square though. That's square. Remember that, and you're reading the same thing. I need a chalk line. My hands, you see all that chalk? If I want to get a line, like let's say a control line. So basically, let's say I want to make sure basically just imagine I had a stick on the ground, right? And not a stick, what's something? A string. I wanted to make sure my string was straight. All the way across from here, all the way over there. So what I would do is I would find something that's even, which nothing really here is even, so I didn't use a good example. But I would just say this wall from this should be pretty straight. So I would get somebody to hold the string over here. I would extend it all the way out. I would extend it all the way out. And then once I extend it out, I would tighten it. Somebody pull it. Boom, I got my chalk line. And I build off that control line. The control line is basically a constant. It's a constant. Oh. So I mean, like when I mean control line, so if I wanted to start, basically if I wanted to know how far this is it 5 inches right here? If I go all the way over there without this being here, would it still be 5 inches? Control line is the constant. Okay, that's the best way I can explain it. It won't change. Or the independent variable. I mean, I remember something like at school like that. Like, the dependent variable will change. This is the independent variable because you can use this for 50 to 30 feet They do it on job sites all the time. You see different chalk lines for people what they use to measure their things off of. Third, not third. I keep saying I love saying third, boy. Anyway, gloves. When you touch your glass, you can cut your hands real quick. It kind of cleaned up. I had a little sharp, little cut, maybe cut. My boss cut his hand with the door, all type of shit, man. You can cut yourself real quick, and glass is unforgiving. One day I can have a finger, one day it can be gone. I like them wrists though. Let me finish this list up, girl. It's the Daddy Do-All. Cause it do all. Let me tell you something. If you ain't no motherfucking Glazier, I don't want to hear this a pry bar, okay? Me and you gonna be fighting. This is a do-all. I can scrape. I can pry. I can goddamn wedge. But let me tell you something. Let's say there was a frame covering this motherfucker. There was a frame in here. They be like, hey man, it's unsquare. It's basically that means my frame leaning this way or that way. It's not sitting straight up. They be like, hey man, the square off. I need you to push it to the right about 3/8. Push it to the right. Okay, so I would get on the left side. I put my thing behind the frame and pull it out and put, I think 3, I said 3. I put 6 shims. Somewhere in here where it's tight. So when I put it back, it leans back 3/8 that way until my square is good. So you can use this on your seal pan too. Shims and do-all, that go hand in hand. Rubber and do-all can go hand in hand. When that glass tight on that stop, you pull, you put your thing on that glass, but glass stronger than you guys think. Man. That should be blowing my mind. Cause I be pressing the hardest for trying to get this shit. This is my big boy hammer. Pretty self-explanatory. One hard, one soft. Let me tell you something about being a Glazier. For all you young dudes coming up, please mark my words. If y'all made it to this far in the video, I should have been said this. These old heads will tell you stuff like this is pussy, bro. This is how you keep your bones intact, okay? If I had $1 for every time a Glazier used their hands when they were supposed to use this mallet, I'd be a millionaire. I've only been on the job a month. I'm talking about they be squeezing. You like, you want the mallet? Nah, I got it. I'm like, hey, they're taking the stop off. They can easily just chip the stop with this. They'll boom, boom, boom. I'm talking about this metal, bro. They got their own life. They got their choices. You wear gloves, they call them bitch knees. You got knee pads, they ask you why you on your knees. I got a set of seal pan, man. Stop playing with it. This is the piece to resistance, man. This ain't the best laser, but it's the best to me. Okay, so check this. This basically, let me show it up close real quick. This is the locking. Unlock helps me balance it. So if it's not balanced, it'll blink repeatedly. Lock, no matter where I put it, it won't blink. It's attachments, one that make it stand straight up to get my 3, one up top, one on the bottom, one straight out. And then the other one, I can do the same thing, but the other attachment is to stick the metal. So when I'm doing my seal pans and my videos, you're gonna see it a lot. I got a video already with it, right? But long story short, I'm gonna stick it up on that metal against that, the seal pan at the bottom. Against the wall, we're gonna put a tape measure to see if that seal pan even throughout them screws. So, I'm about to put it on real quick. I just love it, you know what I'm saying? I love it. I'm trying to put it on real quick, man. I know you're tired. Yeah, I'm tired, man. She helping me with my dreams. Just for me to boss up and leave one day. Nah, I'm joking, y'all. I love it. All right, listen. Look. You showing them? Oh, yeah. Hold on. I can put it on there. Stop. Don't move. Don't move. You see it on there? Yeah. So basically,
I was showing them the dots, like, 3 points.
Oh, hold on.
So
right here. Just right here. That's a good example. 1, 2, 3. And that's uneven. So check this. Let me put it unlocked. Now look. It's unlocked. Look on the ground. Until I hold it steady, it won't lock.
It's the blinking he was talking about, y'all.
It's the blinking. You see that? But as soon as I put it down and it get level, it's spot on. So check this. With my seal pan, this is what
I the one at the ceiling. Okay.
Huh?
I had to show them that other dot.
Yeah, and the type of laser I got, it'll blink every 3 to 5 seconds just to keep me notified. So the rapid blinking is when you know it's on level. Okay, check this. Basically, same for seal pan, was just straight out like this. I put it right here first. I put it right here. That looked like 4. Ooh. They're like 4, and you want to get down here with me now? 4 and Cody, you all on me. I think 5/8. Y'all see that? Yeah, it's a little bit under 4 and 5/8. Move, Coda. Hey, man. Y'all see him trying to sabotage me? So, make a long story short, it's bruh, why? Like,
we forgot to mention, y'all, fun fact, our dog hates the tape measure.
I'm trying to think. Let me see. So 4 and 5/8. Coda, get out the way. 4 and 9/16. Okay, 4 and 9/16. I'm gonna go 4 and 9/16. So if I back up here with the laser in, let's say it's about 4 screws. I'm about to hurry up and this. If it's about 4 screws, I would do it 3 different times. Basically, let's put it like this. I want to make sure I say this right. The way I perceive it is the wrong way to explain it, so I'm just gonna try to explain it the right way. Make a long story short, whatever, like let's say that was 4 and 9/16. Let's say if this was 4 foot, like right here was 4, just 4 inches, not 4 foot, 4 inches. So that was 4 and 9/16. It's 4 inches right here. I would literally pick that laser up as a glazer and switch sides because I'm not trying to add 9/16 shims to get this to equal to that. That's basically whatever get it closest to what make it level. You get what I'm saying? And this would be my high point. My high point means it's kind of up the highest, so it could be my tightest point if I'm not mistaken. The tightest point is usually your high point. So basically, if it's, and I got to do this on record, but you're probably thinking if it's 4 9/16 right here and 4 right here, why is this my high point? It seems lower. It's lower on the seal pan based on the level. It's lower on the seal pan based on the level and the numbers. But technically, like, so look, if this is 4 9/16, right? If I got it on the laser, right? What is that on? 5? Perfect example. Perfect example. So as we got over here, it rolled. You get what I'm saying? It rolls. But if it was 4 foot, let's say it go down to 4 foot, right? That means we gotta even it out. I might be wrong with that. I'm definitely gonna check it on with y'all, because I know how to do it better than like actually explain it. But the high point, basically, if this was like 4 feet, I switch sides. So, hey man, that's my first Glazier video. There's gonna be more.